Mm. You're back. I was keeping an eye on you from a safe distance, to see if you would keep your promise. I am amazed. I dare... While the defeat of Gask will count as a victory against the madness of Gadflow, prophecies aside, you have done as I asked, and we, the clan of Ashmore. Last I heard, he was working to understand the beasts known as Murgan. But I have not seen him. Now that you have rid us of Gask and emptied his camps, the survivors of Eventide may be able... The evil that Gask had likewise, the good that you have done this day. For all seasons will it... It is good Esha will be there to protect the survivors of... The survivors of Ashmore surely owe you... And thank you for keeping Esha safe as... Ordo is quite ambitious. I'm glad to hear you could expose Mora for what she really was. I have heard tales of hidden treasure in the past, but I feel they are mere stories mortal mothers tell to lull their children to sleep. Farewell.
Someone, please. I was hoping someone would come. Have you ever seen such things? Such violence? Such abominations? There's no other like him in all of Alabastra. His interest in... But the Tuatha wished to exploit every trace. Thus they took Bereth, wishing to extract his knowledge by any means. Your kind call them Mergen, denizens of the sea. The Tuatha have imprisoned them. Though it is part of winter's decay, I feel that it is tragic. It is unnatural. He wishes to add mortal beasts to Godflow's ranks, an endless supply of living weapons, until only someone must stop them. If not Bereth, then you or me. The Mergen are dangerous enough now, but imagine if the Tuatha commanded their numbers. I last saw Bereth as Crymore's men walk with a light foot. Acting while unseen will offer your best chance of... The clan of Eventide was all but returned to the Great Cycle by Tuatha's hope. Crymore keeps him nearby. If you can, release the Mergen prisoner. Goodbye. Crymar is gone, but so is Berth. He did not deserve such an end. You are a friend to Eventide, even if few of its folk remain. Take this key. It will unlock hidden treasures of our... Thank you, mortal. Now go. Good luck.
Agarth will not be far behind you. Neither of us saw any sign of Alan Shear or Ventrino. A scout on the ridge above. If you'd rather not wait, talk with Agarth. Time is of the essence. The Pale Country, once the peaceful home to the winter. My homeland will not suffer this indignity. Together, Bale, the icy heart of my people, with bridges of woven stone and ice. It sickens me to think of what Gadflow's people have done to it. I've heard of her, and I've seen her work. A dead diplomat, but even as a collector of secrets, there's precious little I know about her. Agarth, if he tells you he's ready, then my people, of course. If you wish to proceed with caution, the scout on the ridge will know what we're up against. Careful. This is worse than I feared.
You foolish mortals, listen well to advice in this tale of atrocities that we will tell. Horror awaits the fools who fell and languish behind arcane veil.
You are no Tuatha. It's been so long since I faced one not consumed with madness. Gadflow keeps us here to do his bidding. Otherwise we certainly would not have... Gadflow? Ha! He was the court jester, you know. No, I am not. Not in the heart of my essence. So I was made to work as you see me here. Oh, what I would not give to be free of this place. When Gadflow began his war, he sent his minions forth to... When they crushed the House of Ashmore, I was dragged here and made to craft swords, greaves, and shields of prisme. If that is what mortals call my making, then yes, I am. I would give of my work if you brought the component needed to create something new. The Witch Knight Anira still keeps this place, but perhaps we could kill the two Tuatha overlords that stand guard. You bring that to me, and I'll see what I can make you. The price is free if you promise to use the weapon I forged to bring... She does Gadflow's bidding as well. If only we could free ourselves. But as long as she is... There are two Tuatha overlords. If you're a stealthy one, you may be...
You are the... Please, will you not end my suffering? Only through my... You mean the making of potions? My kind's work, I think about it every day. There's so much hatred and hurt. The people who chose to defy him were given potions of... All because Godflow wanted them to fade. This place was here long before... We left it be until Godflow needed space to build and plan in secret. I am so full of shame for what I have done. I will forever be Faraglen and I were trusted and allowed to roam. And poor Belny, they've used spells. She can cross the magic barrier that she sleeps behind, but we cannot ever move past it to reach her. Thus, we have been unable to sway things in our favor.
Yes? You are not the witch knight Anira. Why are you down here? Speak, now! Ha! The deluded fool. He thinks he can deny who he is. But Belny... Yes, murder and blood. Seems like quite the predicament. That insect ordered those like Anira to do his bidding. He lacks the dignity to take care of his own treacherous deeds. Anira keeps us master makers here as her workers. We'll just have to wait and see how long that lasts. She just goes on and on and on. Always the same. If you could get her to make you a useful potion, you know, give her something to do a while, at least the rest of us could get some peace and quiet. I am far from my home in the distance. I despise it as much as I despise them. But it's my sacrifice. Tirnoch, our herald triumphant, our morning sun, our destiny. The god under the mountain has made us his favored children, and decreed that children of... Our heart is frozen, like the ice. I certainly do not appreciate her using that as an advantage over me. That is the mortal word for it, yes. We are able to assist with gems on your arm. We are all masters of our crafts. Only the greatest of things come crafted from Tuatha hands. And you'd like that. Not all beings rush forth like hasty... But I digress. I spare your life because I grow tired of my orders. There is a rare gemstone I could craft which, when you, mortal, need only to bring me the... And if you speak with that sniveling Belny, I'm certain he can help you obtain the weapon in which to socket this ring.
Another child of dust? No. Have you heard of this god beneath the mountain, giver of Prismia? It is no god. We are three who Godflow gathered here. The others are not as I am. You're for this special task. I will let you choose which one suits you best, mortal. So then, which will it be? An excellent choice. Speak with me when you're ready to... You have returned with a shattered weapon. Now, wait right here while I just... Yes. And then, this goes here. And finally... here it is. Do not forget... Now you have a weapon forged with all... Use it to crush her. Save us from this miserable existence. I am but one master you have helped. Faraglen and Kiftel may require your talent.
Oh, look! It listens well. Here, take this. You'll want to speak with Keftel over there. I cannot take her ramblings much longer.
Either it is finished, how I have prayed for this moment. I beg you, cut me down. Quiet me. Send the desecrations I have wrought. As long as Witch Knight and Nira holds, and this I cannot do any longer. Belne and Farglen both helped you, child? No longer would the three of us be forced to craft for Gadflow's arm, the god under the mountain. Instead of worship, the Tuatha should fear Tirna. There is another, but I would ask it of no. With it I could create a potion that would let one pass through the magical barrier Anira hides behind. If someone were to rid us of her... I see your heart is set. Bring me the Sorogweth. It will be growing in a damp environment. The Sorogweth fungus is a special type of mushroom. It has rare and magical properties that make it useful for concocting powerful elixirs. There are spells upon me that prevent it. I tried once. I have begged Farglen for his help many times, but he just laughed.
Of own they sung, but now a god proclaimed enchanting song. They worship on their earthen sod, and bow their heads and pray and nod. Another name to bear their wrong. The flames of warlike engines roar, and quake through heaven's path. In Gadflow's name they battle more. And then, despite the peace of yore, will murder neighbors in their wrath. They left you helpless and without hope, among the barren plains or searching for food on mountain slope, and finding only gallows rope. And then you thanked them for your pains. So these two sides are yours to choose, and the evils they put out. One to kill you without a ruse. One you're merely tools for their use. Either way, a foolhardy seat. Let us...
Sorogweth? Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, now that which is evil can be done away with. Now to the mortar and pestle with the Saragweth. A dash. Here is the potion. Drink this, and you will be able to shut down any... Yes, you may use this workbench to craft some of your own, if you wish. I feel safer already in this place, knowing there is someone who can do what must be done. As hard and cruel as the spear she wields. You have earned the trust of all three of us. Please, use this, and the things we have not far from here. Large and obtrusive, it will be blocking. Be safe, and cut her down. So long. Child of dust, it is good to farewell. Child of dust, it is good to... See you. Farewell. I free? I can hardly comprehend. Free as we are, all you must take this as a token of our gratitude. It is from all of us. You have made this place more of a home. We will stay. Please, come see us down here when you have need of our service. How the darkness has been... I can see more clearly than ever. I... will be able to use my skills to heal now. Farewell. But you've saved us. Billis and I. Widows spare you. But you've saved us. Billis and I, beware the forest.
Good to see you here. Ready? I am. But there hasn't been any... Damn it all! I knew we couldn't trust her! I sent Ventrinio to keep an eye on her. He was sending me... We need to get through the House of Vengeance and kill the Cur. And we'll have to do it without them. He's the closest thing Vengeance has to a leader anymore. If you're going to get into Bale, the Cur has to die. No. Whatever Gadflow is doing in there, it's growing with every wasted minute. Listen. You're more powerful than I ever was. If we get separated, we'll keep fighting to keep an escape route open for you. Now go! Stay on guard.
It is good to see another in this place. I could not bear to see all the pain being caused. I tried to help above. When I was attacked by Tuatha, I found shelter. It may seem unsettling that I would take solace in a place like this. But Tuatha tried to punish me for being a healer. But I do not know what will become of me. Only that I have seen them. The things they can... I thought perhaps I would stay away, down here. But every place I find seems... touched by Prismeer. So I stopped searching. See you again, mortal.
As the sun is to the forest, Tirnoch is to the Fae of winter. Some embraced this new god, this break from the great cycle. Others hid in the darkest of places. Gatflo spoke of Tirnoch, and the Prismere emanated its power. It is the source of magic and hatred. It no longer slumbers beneath Amethyst. The unbroken horizon of the winter is now the fiery haze of destruction.
Onwards! We're nearly there. That was amazing. You're twice the hero. Our forces can't keep going from here. Sidon and I will hold the gate for you as long as we can. Head in, face Gadflow, end this. Good plan. I promise not to die if you don't. Do that, and I predict our future involves Trust me, I'm a...
My deepest apologies for not being able to join the battle. Ventrinia was something of a hassle. He attacked me. It was only a matter of time before his greed got the better of him. The closer we got to Bale, the more obsessed he became with Tianok, and with harnessing Tianok's power, just like Gadflow did. That's why he had to be stopped, and why we need to talk about our mission. I wasn't sure I could trust you. You're not the same person you used to be. We're running out of time. I'll explain as we go. Lead on. I'm right behind you.
The winter court was still as fallen snow as the jester danced and capered. Juggling knives and torches, he sang to his lords and ladies, but none smiled. Not an eyebrow raised as the snivelling jester imitated the king, not even when he took the crown from his head.
This is no time to dawdle. Here we are, in the heart of the enemy's defenses. And this time, somehow Gadflow found a way to reach out to Tianok. Or perhaps she was able to seek out. She offered him power, and with it, he began the Tuatha. No wonder Gadflow thinks Ventrania was right. Tianok is no god. She has almost as much power. Her powers raised Gadflow from a jester to a warlord, and in return, his army would usher in a chance for her to enter this world and consume it. You're the one who stepped forward to stop Gadflow and the source of his power. Even though this time, fate cannot control you. But I expect you to succeed. Lead on. I'm right behind you. This is no time to turn back. We've got to see this through. Lead on. Destiny awaits. Fighting at your side, just like the old days, before you died. You and I... carry on a duty that has been fulfilled for centuries. We keep the world from being consumed by greed, by war, and by Tianok. The ancient beast must stay sealed away at any cost.
Since the alabaster wall was young, the beautiful bone-white forest was a place of peace and meditation. No piercing birdsong nor heated word could find its way between the branches. Quiet thought prevailed until Gadflow shattered our land. The Tuatha's crimson axes chopped the forest for arrow shafts, and Tirnoch's Prismere spires rose up to consume what remained. Now our forest is shattered, and screams of warfare fill its boughs.
When Gadflow's army arose, we recognized Tianok's tainted influence. Only a force like her could warp eternal creatures like the Fae. So you came to infiltrate Alabastra, find Tianok, and seal her away forever. And you use Ventrinio to get in, under the guise of being his assistant. If you couldn't stop Tirnoch, she would use her pawns to fully escape her prison, and the world would be her new plaything. You had to try, even though the Fate Weaver said you were doomed, as always.
The greatest heroes of winter have always fallen from the Bale's pale boughs, from Pietra the Keen to Hulgan the Hungry. When the Tuatha claimed dominance over us, heroes arose to defend winter. Gadflow laughed at their challenge and called up Tirnoch's wrath. In a second, our most loyal heroes were impaled by Prismere spires. Our heroes were gone, never to be reborn, and our people succumbed to Gadflow's madness.
When I found you in Dalentarth, when I saw you had come back to life, I wasn't sure how much you remembered. I couldn't be certain you would keep our secrets. I considered killing you then and there. Nothing personal. You would have done the same to me. But then I saw what you had become. I saw the new powers you wielded. And I saw how useful you could be. When I saw you could change fate, I knew you were our only choice. So I helped you continue your mission to stop Tirnoch, even if you had forgotten it. But over time, I realized you weren't the same woman you were when you died. You were more. You were better than the heartless commander I had known. This is no time to dawdle. Lead on. I'm right behind you.
In happier times, the Winter Court would come here to bathe in the colours of the midnight gardens. Night violets and pale moonflowers blossomed on a field of bluest grass studded with frost. When stars aligned, the Aurora Borealis danced for the Queen herself. But now the Tuatha have crushed the gardens and planted only corpses. The fruit of their tortured garden is only blood red.
And so, instead of an arcane age, Gadflow would have an endless winter. Not the winter of the Fae, but of Tirnoch's making. Gadflow has seen the visions of annihilation, of a blissful void across the world. It is not the will of Own, but against nature. The ageless decay of our people has become a weapon against yours. You, the Deathbringer and Siegebreaker, the usurper of fate and twice born, must become the Godslayer.
At long last, Gadflow has crushed the Winter Fae, and his Tuatha rules us utterly. No longer are we reborn into this world, unless his god Tirnoch wills it so. This monster has crushed us, and our kind shall pass from this world. But our memories might yet last.
Last time you came here,
when
you
Gadflow
were
is
destined to
gone,
die.
and his god is
This
left
time,
for another people
your
to
destiny
ravage,
is up to you.
I may be freed from my tomb, and then I may share what dreams we made. It is the only immortality any of us may hope for now.
Now we have a chance to finally complete our mission. Let's put an end to Gadflow before his bargain frees Tirnoch on the world. This must have been a lot for you to take in at once, but I need you to be clear on who you are and what you need to do. A lot has changed since you were here last. It isn't going to be as easy this time, and last time it killed you. Oh, she's a creature with incredible power. A dragon, but she is no simple lizard in some child's tale. She has a power rivaled only by the gods. Thousands of years ago, the ancient Alpha sealed her in the Amathen between this world and the world of magic. And there she went mad. As her prison weakened over time, she was able to tempt Gadflow into helping her gain enough power to break free. And if she escapes fully, it will mean the end of all mortal life. Tiernok's revenge for tens of thousands of years of imprisonment. That's why people like you and I have dedicated our lives to keeping Tiernok secret from the world. We were supposed to keep Tiernok hidden from the world. Anyone who learned too much had to die. But when Gadflow found her, you were the one who volunteered to kill him and seal Tiernok away once more, even though you were fated to fail. It took every trick we had to get you here the first time, and you still died. I don't know if you plan to be resurrected, but knowing you, I wouldn't be surprised. If you only think you're ready, then you're not the same cocky bastard that I used to work with. Just make sure you do the job right this time. You can't count on having a third life. And it'd be a shame to lose the woman you've become. Huh. I have more important things to do than love. And so do you. But I do trust you with the fate of my world. It may not set your heart aflutter to hear it, but it'll have to do. Lead on. I'm right behind you. This is no time to dawdle. Lead on.
You don't understand, do you? The
Yes! Return to your grave!
Tiernok, lend me your power! Lend me your power!
An illusion. Something's not right. Where's If Gadflow isn't here, then he must be hiding further underground, someplace closer to the source of the Prismere. Definitely. The war's not over yet. Whatever bargain Gadflow made with Tiernok, it's about to pay off. When that happens, the world will not be spared her wrath. In the heart of Alabastra is the former unseelie city of Baal. Beneath it's a place of tremendous power. It is where Tiernok is imprisoned, and where you died. We were two of the people who were supposed to keep Tiernok hidden from the world, but when Gadflow found her, you were the one who volunteered to kill him and seal. It took every trick we had to get you here the first time, and you still died. I don't know if you plan to be resurrected. She's imprisoned deep in the Amathin. There's no time to spare. If she gets free, our world is this way. Tirnoch is held captive deep in the Amathin, but her prison is weakening by the moment.
I feel you here again, full of life, full of fate. What have you brought for me?
I can feel Tirnoch's eyes upon us.
You've used your power well. So much potential. Let's have a taste, shall we?
She just tore out a part of the fates you've stolen and turned it against you. Perhaps it is not inaccurate to think of her as a god.
I've been imprisoned here since before your kind emerged from the dark. But now, my freedom draws near.
We cannot let Gadflow free Tirnoch.
Godflow's prayers weakened this prison, but he is not the one who will set me free.
Don't listen. You're the only one who has the power to stop her.
came to me, death was your only fate, but I knew better this week. And you were so eager to play your role.
You chose this? What does she mean by that?
I gave you freedom, and now you have returned to grant me mine.
Only you have the power to reseal Tirnoch inside the Amathen. Once Tirnoch is pushed back into her prison, but that leaves one question. Can I trust you to keep Tirnoch's secret? There are things in this world that must remain hidden. You've seen what has happened here. Gadflo tapped a fraction of her power. Just coming in contact with her power managed to free you from fate's bonds. And if you can turn that freedom against her, she will have no power over Amalur. Nothing like you has ever existed before. As always, if you're victorious, it may be the last. Even if you fall back into fate's weave once her influence is gone from this world, it will be a far better fate than what Tirnoch's emergence would bring. That is excellent. After all that you've done, if you do escape, I will be watching you. And know this. Go. Stop Tirnoch from fully entering this world. But remember, my blades will always be at your back. Tirnoch's power is immense. She just tore off a splint when she killed you. That much power must have torn you free of the entire tapestry of fate. Nothing in the world is fated to stop Tirnoch. That's why you're the only one this way. There's no turning back now.
Come, Fate Weaver. Bring me your power. Sacrifice yourself and seal the fate of your world.
It's time to choose your fate. Amathen lies beyond. This is where the dragon will breach the veil.
Come forward, mortals. Behold the birth of Tirnoch. attend your final hour.
My fate does not lie beyond those doors. You alone may change what is to come. Go!
Ah, yes. Welcome back, mortal. How does it feel, I wonder, to return to this place? Does the pain of your death still linger? Can you feel it echo through the air? And now, in this place, you shall witness the birth of Tirnoch, the destruction of the Alpha, and the dawn of the endless winter. She comes. Tirnoch the powerful. Tirnoch the merciful. Qualla fella Tirnoch. Qualla sera Tirnoch. Tirnoch? Have I done well, lady? Are you pleased? Is it...
You have served your purpose.
But I have so much more to give.
And now, Fateless One, you shall serve yours. Come closer. Give yourself to me. are nothing but dust. Why won't you die? Impossible! Impossible!
How could we have known that this would be a new beginning? I wonder now if we should have foreseen this outcome, but who knew then what fate would bring? I would have liked to have delivered this message in person, to see you one final time. That, however, would have been complicated. The order to which I belong had other plans. Were you ever to leave the crystalline fortress? When it comes to you, though, it seems no fate is written in stone. It was only through my assurances that your silence could be counted upon that either one of us still draws breath. I trust you will not make of me a liar. Were stories of what we have seen to begin to surface in the inns and taverns of Amalur, I would be asked to seek you out. And as we both know, the next time you die, there will be no return. But let us not speak of this. Your life is your own. Go now, and see what fate may bring you, or what fate you may bring. Perhaps one day in happier times, you and I will meet again. Until that day, I remain yours, Aelin Shear.
Well, well, awake at last. You gave us quite a scare. But you're here and the war's all but over. So who are we to complain? I was hoping you could tell us. Sidon and I were fighting a few remaining stragglers when all of a sudden they started this unholy wailing. I guess you must have killed Gadflow, because the Tuatha started screaming and ran away. There are still a few diehards, but they don't have the fire in them, you know? Wasn't much longer before Aelin showed up carrying you over her shoulder. Told me to watch over you, make sure you were okay. She left some kind of note for you, but I know better than to read a private message from the likes of her. There are still Tuatha who refuse to surrender, but yes, the war is ended. You should have seen the parade in Rathir. As for what's next, well, that's a tough question. See, a lot of the soldiers asked me for readings after the fighting ended, and try as I might, I can't see a fate for any of us. Good? Perhaps. Freedom is a blessing, and a curse. If fate truly no longer holds sway over us, only time will tell if it is for good or ill. But regardless of what happens, Amalur and its people remain because of you. And no matter where your path leads, never forget, a person is defined by— Go, my friend. Enjoy— Anything for you. I've been a lot of things in my life. Until you came along, I never had a choice in what I was. I've heard legends about it, but supposedly it's a deep cave beneath Bale. I've heard legends about it, but supposedly it's a deep cave beneath Bale. Either for the wind— So the gnarled madman didn't make it out of Alabastra? I can't say I'm choked up. There are still plenty of Tuatha, but without Gadflow to give them the word of Tirnoch, they've gone mad. Whatever you did to him, Gadflow is truly dead and gone. First she works with us, then she betrays us, then she saves your life. I admit I don't know what to make of that woman. Not that I'd know how to find her, or pay her back for that matter. Well, ever since you came back from Alabastra, whatever you did, it didn't just win the war. It's given us all a chance to make our own destinies. You've all but ended the war, and you've Sure. There are still Tuatha.